Welcome to Clause 8. You're watching a short clip from one of our full episodes, featuring real conversations with the leaders shaping IP.
One of the things I guess I wanted to discuss with you is that, you recently wrote an article about something called the Alliance for Open Media, which is really, this group, mostly of big tech companies, where they're offering uh, free, free patent rights, free licensing as an alternative for like a video compression
Yeah.
technology, which sounds great to me. A free alternative that all these big companies invested in.
Yeah.
What's the issue with that?
Oh boy. There's no such thing as a free lunch, right? There's no such thing as a free standard either. I mean, maybe there are a few free standards, but so the Alliance for Open Media, super interesting. They've developed some standards. It's all your big players. It's Netflix, Google, etc. So super interesting group, and they came up with a video encoding standard that Netflix is using, I think, on about 95% of its programming. Among others, like other groups are using it too, but Netflix is a heavy user of this standard. So the way that the standard is being offered is royalty free, which you hear free and you're like, woohoo! The problem with royalty free is, what do they get out of it? And so the way this works is, if you want to use my standard, you don't have to pay me. So this is different than the FRAND, right? But if you want to use my standard, you have to agree to license back to me any relevant technology you have patented. So that's great if you're you and me. I mean, well, maybe you have patents, but I don't.
Yeah.
So if I wanted to implement and I don't have patents, royalty free might be kind of cool. But the real problem is if we have small innovative companies that maybe have 5 or 6 patents, some of them, most of them, all of them related to videos, right? And they want to use this video encoding technology on their device, they would then have to agree to AOM to say, yes, and you can use my 5 patents for free, too. So say Netflix has thousands of patents. Some of them are incorporated in this standard. Netflix is giving you a small portion of their portfolio for free, but they're free to make money elsewise. The small company that has 5 video patents and now has to license them royalty-free to AOM, now is making no money on their patents.
Yeah.
So that's not free anymore, because now for them to make money, those small companies that want to use AOM's standards on their devices, they're going to have to start charging you more, because they're not making revenue anymore from licensing their patents.
Take a step back. I guess, what do you think motivated Netflix and these other companies to come up with their own video compression technology? Because obviously other companies who kind of focused on that have come up with technology. What do you think kind of motivated that?
Well, I mean, presumably it's a really good standard. I mean,
Yeah.
I like watching shows on Netflix,
Yeah.
so I'm assuming it's really good. I think sometimes when we're thinking about standards, we're sometimes thinking, oh, what's the nefarious purpose? What do they get out of it? I think sometimes they're just trying to solve a technological problem. So it's
that they didn't think was being solved,
or that they could do better.
Yeah.
Right. And so I think that's, and I don't know any different from that. Right. I have no reason to believe that this standard was developed for any nefarious reason. I think it's just they decided, hey, let's come up with a really great way to encode video.
Yeah.
Now, then when they decided how to license it to other companies, that's where things got into the rub.
So, obviously there might be some small companies out there who have those 5 patents, but I imagine there's way more small companies who don't have any patents, who wouldn't even know where to start kind of coming up with this technology, or have the resources to do it.
What's the harm?
Yeah.
So, I mean, first of all, there's no guarantee it'll always be free, right? It's royalty free today, and they could change their mind at any time and say, oh, nope, sorry, starting, January 1, you're going to have to start charging it for us. The problem then is that the small companies have invested in building everything around this standard. So it's kind of like when a new store opens, they're like, come in and get a free croissant to get you sucked into it. That's a silly example, but there's no guarantee these royalty-free patents stay free.
Also, the license doesn't guarantee
forever.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So there's nothing saying the AOM couldn't say, okay, now it's $1 million for you to use
Oh, interesting.
our
Okay.
encoding technology. And that's one of the things that Dina Callie mentioned also in her speech is kind of like royalty free doesn't mean free forever
Yeah.
either, even if it's not implicating your own patents.